I don't know if there's one, because it is a juggling act. I don't think you can hone in on just trying to do one thing. You know, I'll go back to the to the analogy of a sports superstar. They're never good at just one thing, right? They can see the open ice, right? They, or, you know, if think about a Gretzky or a Crosby, right? They know where to go, where the puck's going to be. They just have an innate ability, but there's other things they can do, right? You know, so you have to have the ability to, I think, be able to have a broad view of what's going on. You need to really understand how to deal with people, with your employees, your customers. So you've got to have that view of not, and I think that the trap, unfortunately, for a lot of engineers is that they're very focused on their product. They're very focused on coding or whatever it might be, and maybe to the detriment of all the other things. But you really have to understand how to deal with people. Dealing with people is you've got to do it in everything you do, right? And so whether it's your employees, whether it's your customer, whether it's your suppliers, so you have to know how to deal with people. You just can't be a ruthless person. You can't just go, I'm tunnel visioned here. You have to have that broad view. You've got to be a good communicator, right? So whether that's communicating out to your shareholders on a quarterly basis, make sure they're aware of what's going on. Make sure that when you're falling down, when things are falling down around you, which is going to happen, it's going to happen, right? So that you're reaching out to somebody, that you're telling them, hey, I've got a problem and I need help. Because guess what? We're going to be the ones that are going to come out and help you, right? But we have to know. And if it's too late, if it's all fallen down, it's too late. You could have called us 3 months earlier, and we would have been there with buckets in hand to throw, you know, to get the fire out, right? So that's, you know, communication. So again, whether it be to your own employees, whether it be to your stakeholders, communication is super important. And don't feel embarrassed that you're having troubles or that there's a problem, because we're all going to have them. You know, the wisdom of being in business for so many years is, you know, I don't have enough hands and toes to count all the times that I've gotten in trouble, and then you have to then call on other people around you for support. It's just going to happen, right? So I think communication to me is probably one of those X factors that you really have to work on. Most people do have to work on it. It's not a common trait for a lot of people. We have a lot of introverts that are coders and engineers, and you know, so you've got to get out of that shell and be able to communicate. So that'd probably be if there was one big one, that would be it, right?